Swinhoes pheasants, y'all know what they are. Well, today we are gonna move those. And I'm gonna show you the other way of mixing new birds together. Birds that don't know each other. So stick around, guys. Be a lot of fun. Well, we're well into fall. The birds are still chirping. We got Petey over there thinking he's tough. He's gonna flex on the Swinhoe. I'll show you guys what I mean by that. But yeah, everybody's doing good. I'm gonna show you guys a few of the birds, and I wanna talk to you guys about a couple things, okay? Anything that goes on around here that concerns or consists of the birds, I'm gonna share that with you guys, and maybe you guys can learn from some of my mistakes and some of my experience that I picked up along the way. All right, you guys? So, first things first, what are we gonna do? We're gonna hear the dogs bark. Ollie, you're a good girl. There's nothing over there though. No zombies. Okay. As a matter of fact, my Pyrenees are the zombies of the night. You know, the white zombies that run around here chasing off other zombies. Anyhow, I got some free rangers and some birds in pens that want some special treats because I spoil my birds and they're spoiled little shits. So we got to give them some treats so they're happy, happy, happy. All right, you guys, before we get started on moving birds, we are going to, oh yeah, we're also going to move Boss too. We're going to move Boss with the new girls. We're going to watch them closely. It's only been a week, but or a little over a week. Yeah, a little over a week. But we're still going to, we're going to see how that goes. I think we can move him with the new girls and be all right. And then we'll move the Swinhoes. But before we get into all that, we are going to visit some of the other birds. All right? Let's wake up a little bit, you know? I need my coffee. I need to talk about my birds. I need to say hi to my bird friends. And that's how we got to get started. Let's ease our way into this day. All right? Let's go check out the big aviary. We'll see Manny, Kelly, the parakeets, and the Australian crested doves. All right, let's go pay them a visit. Okay, guys, this could be a problem right here, but I'm going to show you Petey flexing on the Swinhoe right here. Petey, what you doing? You leave Mr. Swinhoe alone. Just because you're free-ranged and he can't get you, you think you're tough. When actually, that Swinhoe would tear you up. So here's the problem. Right now, it's nothing. Nothing's happening. They're just mean mugging each other. But as Petey gets older, you know, and especially with breeding season, he will start to kick at the wire at the Swinhoe, and the Swinhoe will kick back if they're not doing it already. And what's that gonna do? It's gonna tear up their legs. Okay? Right now, they're just talking smack and mean mugging, but it could get more serious as he matures. And like I said, especially during breeding season. Petey, just because you're the lowest on the pecking order doesn't mean you get to mess with this guy, okay? So mealworms will just change your mind right away. All right, let's go get some treats. It's always the birds at the bottom of the pecking order that try to test other birds that they know can't hurt them. You know, it's like some kind of complex or something. Oh yeah, we said we're gonna visit the big aviary first, didn't we? When I say we, I mean me. Yep. Now, I'm trying to get the mandarins to warm up to me, and it ain't working out too good, but I do got them, or getting them trained to know that I throw mealworms in their pond. And especially Kelly, the mandarin hen, she likes to get in there and get some of those mealworms. Manny, the mandarin drake, he doesn't like me yet.
What are you gonna do?
That's okay. I love him. Hi, Tracker Pond. Can we come in there, buddy? Well, we're coming in anyway. These my loudest birds are my smallest birds. What's up? They sure do entertain the whole pheasantry, though. With their little antics and playing around. Always jump from branch to branch, making noise and playing all day. They sure are entertaining. It's one of our crested doves here, Australian crested doves. We got to work on the names. My daughter named the doves, but I don't know what she named them. She always names them some like long names, you know. Albert, see? I like naming my birds like 1 syllable or 2 syllables. Except Mr. Electric. Well, anyways, getting off topic here. Everybody in here is doing fine. Doing good. Throw them some mealworms. Yeah, see Kelly right there? That's the mandarin hen. And she'll get in there and she'll get some of those mealworms first. She's a little bit more relaxed around me than Manny is, but
I mean, what are you gonna do?
it's whatever. Just gotta spend some time in here more often, as much as I can. But it's tough sometimes when you work all week and you just have the weekend. You know, you have family time, you know, chore time, bird time, but usually everybody sleeps in, so I come out here early in the morning and spend time with the birds and make videos. Yep. I love doing it, so I keep doing it. Hey, Albert. I made a short about Albert being afraid of heights, and he is. He's afraid of heights. I'm not joking. He will not roost. He sleeps on the ground. He had a little roosting log. I have to go find that thing. But yeah, everybody in here is doing good. I don't see any nesting going on yet with the small birds. It's okay though. It's cold. It's fall-like weather. Can't expect too much. All right, you guys. See, I got the crew right here. The free rangers. They're following me. They want some of these treats. Come on, guys. I got you. I got you. There you go. There's Peggy. Prince's daughter right there. The purple hen. Purple female. And there's Petey peeking around the corner. He's the one who was just messing with the Swinhoe. Guess he's all done now. Where'd he go? He's always getting chased off, see? That's why he's messing with Mr. Swinhoe, because all the birds don't give him any respect. What's up, girls? You guys want to jump for food? Show everybody you can jump for food. Well, not if I drop it, huh? Or eat out of my hand? There you go. There you go. Oh, got some colleague over here calling my name. What's up, my Poles? There we go. Now, these birds, when I first got them, they were very skittish and flighty. They would hurt themselves, or almost hurt themselves, whenever I'd come around. They'd try to fly up against their pen. And in time, giving them treats and spending a lot of time with them, you can see how relaxed they are around me. So they know me pretty well. Your birds know individuals, guys. You could have a stranger come up to your bird yard. Birds don't know who they are, and they'll freak out. All right, let's go take a walk over here. Start to introduce you to what's going to happen on this video. We have the 2 young Goldens here. And we're going to put Boss in here with them today. See, originally, if you guys missed the last video, I took Boss out of here and gave the girls this pen, put Boss in an isolation pen for a while. And then I'm going to put Boss back in here. So once the girls got relaxed and adapted to the new environment, I think the transition will go a lot smoother. Boss does have a history of being a little hen aggressive, so we will have to watch him. And we will monitor him very closely. And since we're taking a walkabout, hi Christopher, beautiful tail. Yeah, we're gonna get in there, catch you up, and trim those spurs pretty soon. So yeah, you guys watch out for that video. Show you how I trim up their spurs. Pedro, you too. How's your spurs looking? Yeah. You're getting pretty long too, buddy. For your safety, and mine, mostly for mine, or anybody that catches them. Get the Himalayan monos looking good. Yeah, and let me update you guys since we're walking around here on our reeve situation here. The new male is getting along with the girls just fine. That transition that we did worked out perfectly. So yeah, they're a set family. They're gonna make a lot of babies. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get a dog kennel. I'm gonna put it over here on the side right there. I'm gonna catch these two girls up, band them, or zip tie them, mark them, put them in the dog kennel. I'm gonna give him 3 more girls. And yeah, once they're settled, I'll let the girls out. This could take a couple weeks, okay? I'm gonna say around a couple weeks should be fine. Now, when I let those girls back out to the new girls, if they're mean to them, then I'll put the new girls in the dog kennel and switch them that way. That way I can blend the birds together in one pen. Do you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a pen and a pen, so they get used to each other. If I just do those other girls in here, these 2 girls right here, 100% would tear them up. But this works, and it works with the Swinhoes because, as a matter of fact, that female back there, she was a new girl, and she was a more established one. But I put her in a dog kennel for a while, and as a matter of fact, I switched them both back and forth. Like she'd be in the dog kennel, and then she would be, but they couldn't fight each other or couldn't kill each other or whatever. So after they got used to each other, everything just mellowed out. I let her loose, and it was like nothing. Transition went smooth, and here they are, living together peacefully. Oh yeah, before we go moving birds, there's a couple things I want to talk to you guys about. And that is, well, one of the things is the drain plug for the pond. Ain't much of a drain plug, as it is just a valve, but I notice whenever I drain the pond, this thing shoots out. There's a lot of pressure coming out of here, so I can't really get the bucket, you know, to catch all the water. It's a big old mess. I get all messy with muddy, poopy duck water. So I got this thing right here that we put inside, and then we're gonna put a hose in here, so that way I can water the trees down here. Like that. And if I want to move water around that's uphill, obviously it's not going to drain uphill. And let me just show you, for example, here. See how she's out? It's hard to get down. So I need to put an elbow in there, face it down. And for the trees that are at the lower level, I'll just use this right here and add a hose to it. Bada bing, bada boom. How does that look? Oh, it shot right at me. Sweet. All right. We're not draining that today. Just wanted to share that with you guys. And on another note, you guys know that I use flock raiser. I mix it with Gamecock multigrain for my staple feed for all the birds. Well, this is the second time this has happened to me. And what am I talking about? It's the flock raiser crumbles. I got a bad bag. I had fed some of the birds some of the mix that I make, and the birds weren't eating it. So I was a little concerned because usually birds like the monos and the ringnecks that are housed together, they would tear that up, and I would have to like fill it twice a week, you know, but it was like that much off the top in 1 week. So I was a little concerned. I know they weren't eating. So I looked at the flock raiser bag, and sure enough, it was brown. It smelled kind of bad. So I'm thinking about switching to another brand. Now, don't get me wrong, flock raiser, when it's good, it is good. And they love it, and they'll eat it up. And they get plenty of protein from it because, you know, it tastes really good to them. So they get enough of their nutrients and all of that. They get all their vitamins and what have you. But when it's bad, like I said, for the second time this has happened, they don't touch it. What good is it doing? Now, I don't know if you guys can tell from this angle. Ollie, how you doing, sweetie? Come to say hi. You want to smell it too? Yeah, see. Even Ollie's like, it doesn't pass the smell test. Gus, yeah, you too. Hi, buddy. See that? How it smells bad? Gus is like, nah. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't know if you guys can tell from this footage, but this is kind of like a brownish color. It just has like the bottom of the barrel look to it. And this is why they don't like it, and it has a bad smell. And I don't want to kill my birds by continuously feeding this to them. So, yeah, I wish I had some good flock raiser right now to show you guys from comparison. But usually this stuff is like has a yellowish tinge to it, a light color tinge to it. You guys know flock raiser, right? You guys know what I'm talking about? This stuff right here, like I said, I don't know if you guys can get a good visual of it, but it's kind of brown and smelly. It's like a dark brown. Yeah. Anyhow, dogs don't approve. Look at that. I got all the animals following me around. Always stepping on my foot. Yes. So yeah, we might be switching to another brand, guys. Okay. The birds didn't eat it, and if they don't want to eat it, and I forced them to eat it, could probably make them sick or something. I don't know. So we're going to talk to our feed store and talk to Purina and see what they say about it. All right. Dogs are out of here. Yep. That's what I'm dealing with right now. Usually this color is a lot more lighter. You know, that fresh flock raiser look? This ain't it. You ever walk out close to some certain birds and they freak out and fly against the pen or on the other side of the pen and totally freak out because of your presence? Well, that's what Manny the Mandarin Drake just did, you know? It's like, dude, I'm not even bothering you. I'm not even in the pen. I walked by his pond and he flew off. So dramatic. Dude. Anyhow, let's get to work, guys. We're going to move those birds. I'm going to show you another way of mixing new birds to existing birds. All right, guys, let's get started. Let's get dirty. Okay, so things that we're going to need for this project. Glasses. I don't need glasses. Pliers. I don't need pliers. I'm going to lose that if I don't pick it up. Pen? Really? Shoestrings? Not likely. Camera screw? What the? Oh, here. Tape measure. All right, here. Thermometer. All right, things that we're gonna need for this project. There we go. Some scissors, some zip ties. Oh, and a net. I need to grab that net. That's not a net. Got it. Here's another little tip, guys, on your nets that you use to catch your birds. This works just fine, but this is more ideal for fishing, catching fish, you know, pulling the fish in and out of the water. The holes are big and the water drains through very fast. What I would recommend, and I got to get one, is one of those softer nylon nets, okay, that are softer on the bird, because sometimes if you're struggling with a bird too much, they get their legs all caught up in here and it's just uncomfortable for them. And, you know, just try to be safe, easier on the bird. But I will get one of those. So for now, I'm using this, and we just won't make them struggle too much. Now, ideally, it would be one of these small dog kennel crates right here, but they might be in here for a while. Now, this might be a little bit too small. For one small bird, it would be okay for them to live in this for a couple weeks, you know, so you can do the transition. But we're gonna have two hens that we're gonna separate. So I'm gonna go with this bigger one. See that? All right, so we're gonna put this one inside the pen, and yeah, so we gotta unfold it and everything, and then fold it back up in there. Give them some food and water in here, and this is a lot better for them if they need to be in here for a while. You know, you don't want a bunch of birds, or even a couple birds, cramped up in a small cage for too long. This one right here is just fine, couple weeks. And yeah, so the two birds that are in there will be in here, and the new birds will be out there in there with the Swinhoe. Now here's the thing too, you don't always want to put new hens with a male that's already established into an area. But I know my Swinhoe. If you know your birds, you know your birds. I know my Swinhoe, he's just gonna dance for them, he'll just display for them. He does really well with new females, okay? The girls on the other hand, they'll kill them. So yeah, let's unfold this thing and get it in there. All right, so it's all folded up, so that way we can fit it through the door, and then we'll just open it back up. I had a bunch of zip ties holding this thing together because it's so old, and some of the welded corners had fallen off, tore apart. Yeah, and so I had to rewire some stuff as well. So I really wish I had those pliers right about now. Wonder where they are. Oh well. All right, jumping ahead a little bit, what we got going on, some fresh water and some fresh feed. And those two girls are going to move into their luxury suite. All right, so I caught one of the females, and we're going to zip tie her up to mark her. Now, I know you're thinking, well, you're going to have them separated. Well, let's just say by some chance they escape the little kennel, and then they get mixed in with the other birds, and then I have to figure out which one is which, you know. To avoid all that, I just mark them. And in case, you know, I do get rid of these girls later, you know, these are some older females, these two that are in here. So yeah, just mark her up here. And also the three new girls are totally unrelated to any of the Swinhoes I have. They are fresh blood, so you can keep that in mind as well. Oh, I marked her right leg. Usually I always do the left leg. Okay, so is that on good? Right on. And just like that, we can tell where she came from. Whoa, what happened to your head? You hiding from me, girl? What? I know. Swinhoe females are nasty sometimes. Is she a beauty, though? I'll do a slow pan. Editor, dramatic music. Mind blown. Ollie, you okay, sweetie? Ollie does not like it when I catch up birds. She's kind of confused. She's like, those are my babies. I protect them all year, and then you just catch them up. But it's okay, love. It's okay. Okay, so they're a little nervous right now, but the two girls are in the kennel. They were trying to get out. Now they're just a little bit... they're just checking things out, a little bit more relaxed. It's good. All right, so let's catch up the new girls and treat Mr. Swinhoe, huh, buddy? Okay, so I moved two girls over already. This is the final girl that's going to go in there. It's one of the new Swinhoe females. Now, these three females are unrelated to any Swinhoe blood that I got here, so I'm really excited about next year's offspring already. But yeah, she is a beauty as well. Yeah, the look in her eyes. If you know your birds, you know your birds. You just look them in the eye and be like, wow, you're a healthy, beautiful individual. That's bird nerd stuff right there, one-on-one. Yeah, just magnificent. She is a beauty. You got to set yourself up for next breeding season, even right after breeding season. You still got the grow outs. You still got to make plans for next year. But yeah, she's a beauty. Glad to have this new blood. All right, let's go meet Mr. Swinhoe, huh? Okay, so it might be a little too early to tell, but it looks like they're getting along just fine. There's the three new females with Mr. Swinhoe there. And like I said, you don't, if you don't know your male, you just don't want to throw in new females with him in a pen he's already been in. But I know my Mr. Swinhoe, he's a ladies' man, and he's really gentle with the girls. It's a good bird. Did this before with him, and it was successful, so. Yep. All right. And there's the two in jail. Now, if these guys were all out together right now, these two girls would be just tearing up those new ones. So we're gonna let them chill out in there for a while, a couple weeks. And if I feel like I can let them out, I will. If I feel like they need to be rotated, then I'll put those 3 females in there for about a week or so and let these guys back out. But overall, this is how you do it. They will get familiar with each other over time, and yeah, then they'll be all running around like a big giant family. And like I said, if I do get rid of these females later on, I know which one it is because they're marked. Yeah. Excited. This is exciting stuff, guys. All right, you guys, I'm serious. Ollie does not like me moving birds around. She slips into a depression or something. Check her out. Ollie, you okay? Everything okay, old girl? Yeah, it makes her nervous when I move birds around. She protects them with her life, and then I come and move things around and shuffle them around. I think she's confused by it. Either that or you did something really bad and you're feeling guilty. Girl, you're a good girl. All right, now, let's move Boss. Let him meet his new ladies. Hey, Boss. You ready to get out of there, buddy? Yeah? Yeah, you're excited, huh? You know, today's the day. Hey, you're getting released for good behavior. All right. You will be rewarded for being in this isolation pen. Let's get out of there, bud. Ollie. See, Ollie is really nervous right now. Look at that. She has her paw on my leg. You guys see that? She's giving me those sad eyes. Like telling me, no, not another bird. Ollie. You okay, love? All right. We'll just move Boss and we'll call it a day, okay? Okay. You guys see her paw? She's trying to tell me something. I wonder if in her mind that all the birds are her babies. And even though she trusts me, she's confused by what I'm doing. You know, maybe she doesn't get it. I don't know. I know bird psychology. I don't know Pyrenees psychology, except for the fact that they protect animals better than any other dog. I mean, besides Anatolians, of course. But yeah, very interesting. I need to look up on this and see if there's something to it. If you mess with, you know, if you have livestock dogs, like if you have LGDs that are protecting sheep, and then you go and move the sheep around, do they take it hard? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. I'll look into it for you guys. Okay, as you guys can see, I have Boss the Golden Pheasant. Yes, we looked him over last week, but we'll look at him again. You can never get tired of looking at this guy. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful? Yeah, look at that cape on him. Just magnificent. And the emerald green right there on his shoulders. Beautiful. Just magnificent. All right, buddy. Are you ready to meet your new girls? He's like, release me. Now you be good, okay? You don't be mean to those girls. All right? You'll go back into lockdown for another week or two. All right. You guys figure it out. Shake it off, Boss. Shake it off. There you go. Boss, it's like you never left, huh? See, some grass even grew while you were out. That's what Boss is doing right now. He's eating the grass that's grown. All right, so there's Boss. He's happy to be back home. The 2 girls are up here. What's up, ladies? You guys let me know if he acts rude, okay? It gets too mean. All right, so there it is. There's another show right there. This is like a part 2 of last week's, isn't it? You know, just other ways that you can mix new birds with old existing birds and yeah, and all that. Yeah, it's been real fun, guys. We have more of this to do, but I wanted to share those few ideas with you guys of how you can mix new birds with existing birds. So if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below and I will get back to you like I always do. So yeah, I'm gonna sign off. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Let me know, like I said, in the comments below if you have any questions or concerns. And until next time, guys, this has been a Split Tracks Pheasantry. Thank you once again.